You are live. Hey, buddies.
Hey, friends! How about my
Oh
hair? My
my
hair's
goodness.
crazy today.
I mean, it's okay because I'm not in like the best lighting. My hair is crazy, but it's clean because I got to
Needed.
shower.
Oh, it seems
Um,
dark in here. I feel like maybe. Hold on 1 second. Ugh.
okay. Dark. It's bright in there. It's dark in here. Oh man.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay. I don't know. It seems dark on my side. I don't know. It could be me. I don't know.
I was gonna say it. You look bright on my
Oh, okay.
side
All right.
compared to me that's sitting in the darkness of my car.
That's okay. So you got to shower?
I did. So we got to Vegas. Today's Thursday. We stayed Wednesday, so Tuesday. It had to have been Tuesday because we got to Joshua Tree on Monday. We left Arizona. Sedona, you got to do it. You got to go to
Yeah.
Sedona. Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're frozen.
Am I the... You're frozen. Is it
Ugh.
me? Is it working?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, that's weird. I thought maybe it was me. I don't know. It could be me. My service is kind of weird. It goes from like 5G ultra wideband or whatever to 4G. I don't know. It's fucking weird. I'm just sitting in a parking garage. Like that's where I'm at right now. But anyways, highly recommend Sedona, Arizona.
Okay.
The trails
Okay.
are amazing. I didn't get to go to like the quote unquote vortex because that trail where the vortex is, they're doing maintenance, so I couldn't go. So maybe another time. Oh my goodness, Baxter, I haven't seen you in freaking forever. Derp. Um, but yeah, so I left Sedona on Monday because they were under a winter advisory. Ended
Ooh.
up in uh, Joshua Tree, California. Spent the night there, which was really it was kind of cool because like the spot that I found was like super fucking secluded. Like there was not a soul in sight. Um, and I mean it was just like a gravel lot, like just on the other like the opposite side or whatever. We're like laying here, and I almost broke the tent out, but there was a lot of rocks, and I was like, nah, like I'm gonna stay in the car, like it'll be fine. Thank fucking God, I stayed in the car because I got woken up to coyotes right outside my car. They were like
Ooh.
walking back and forth. They were howling, fucking maybe fighting at one point. Or I thought they were killing something at one point. I thought for sure I was gonna go outside and like find like a dead fucking rabbit, but no, there was like nothing there the next day. But yeah, so left Joshua Tree, went through the Mojave. Didn't really get to see much of the Mojave because it was super dusty,
Really?
and then it started snowing.
Oh
So
no.
yeah, because I was gonna I got ahead of myself. So we didn't really get a hike in Joshua Tree because there's a lot of trails that don't allow dogs because of the fucking goats or rams or whatever.
Oh
I
no, we
wonder why
lost
it's
you.
doing that. Is it doing it on
I
your
don't
end?
know. I can, yeah, you're cutting out a little bit every now and again, but you said that they don't allow the dogs because of the wild sheep ram things.
Yeah, yeah. So we didn't really get a hike, which was fine because it was super windy anyways. But
Right.
then I was like, we're gonna go through the Mojave, and like I was planning on staying there and then doing some hiking trails there, but it was snowing, so I said, fuck it. I through, and then we got to Vegas on Tuesday because we slept in the car Tuesday night. We then got reservations for a nice hotel Wednesday night. Splurged a little bit. It was super nice. So I fucking took like 3 showers. Not that I haven't been showering here, but like my showering hasn't been like on a daily basis. You know, I
Sure. Yeah.
get what I get type of thing. But yeah. So we stayed in the hotel um, Wednesday night, and now here we are back in the car today. tonight. I was initially going to leave tomorrow, but I don't know because my cousin's coming into town, and I forgot my other cousin lives here,
Oh,
and I never reached out. So yeah, so I'm gonna try to see them and then figure out where I'm going to next. I want to go to the Grand Canyon, but it's fucking cold right now. Like
that's
they're gonna get
crazy.
more snow. Yeah, they're gonna get more snow. So my whole second half of my trip has to get changed because I'm not going to Utah and Colorado. It's too fucking cold. I'm just gonna probably hit southern Arizona into Texas and work my way back. So, but yeah, tonight ended up being perfect timing, and I have a confession.
I like confessions.
I had no clothes on, and I was getting ready for bed when you text me. Because I completely forgot. My days are so fucked up, and you're like, I need 10 minutes. I'm like, oh shit, me too.
Me too.
So that's part of the reason. That's part of the reason why you see like I already have like the curtains up, which I probably would have had the curtains up anyways, sitting here, just because privacy and whatnot. But yeah, that's my confession. You have so many questions. What kind of questions do you have? While you think of those questions, let me pull a card. Um, Other than the traveling, just dealing with a lot of personal uckiness, working through that. But we're good. We're all good. Oh,
Back to
let's
Dr.
see what.
Derp says this isn't that kind of podcast, Jen.
That's why I have my clothes on. Okay, so we have. I don't know if we've pulled this one before. Nature. You can't really see that. It says it's time to unleash your inner hippie and step outside of that man-made box. Take a walk in the woods, smell those flowers, hug some trees. You might think you're being ironic, like, look at me, I'm being all tree huggery and stuff. But you'll find that even then, those trees will hug you back. Trees come from a time before irony, and their earnestness is impervious to our jaded humor. If that doesn't make you want to hug them even more, well, I guess you're a robot. I like that one. That was funny.
Baxter, I'm doing good. You?
Yeah, Baxter, how have you been? I haven't talked to you in so long, Baxter. But yes. So, Liz, how are you doing? How was your? I'm glad you're feeling better. For those of you that don't know,
super sorry about last week, guys. Like
that's
I
what.
had some like post-nasal drip thing that turned into like a head cold, and it was like really hard for me to get noises out. And so I was like, there's just no way. Like I felt like I had to I'm a loud person anyway, but I felt like I had to like scream to get anything out. And I was just like, yeah, not doing that. Not doing that. But
well, I'm glad you're
on
feeling
that
better.
note, and on your nature note, my little medicinal garden kit came in.
Hell yeah.
So I'm super excited about it. It's gonna be like a long journey because it's seeds. So but I bought a plant blocker or a soil blocker. It's like this cool little tool that you create like little dirt cubes out of, and it's supposed to help with like a lot of different stuff, root binding and transplant ease and all that kind of stuff. So you start them inside, and then when you take them outside, you have like less problems. So that's supposed to come next week. So I'm super excited about that. Not to go off like on a whole tangent because we have a lot to catch up with on your journey over there. But yesterday I basically spent the whole day out with my sister, and we took the first steps towards our plant empire, is what I'm calling it. And I would wish I could take you guys over there and show you, but I have some herbs, plants set up inside. We went ahead and we bought herbs that were already like grown.
Mm-hmm.
So like cilantro and like all those cooking herbs. I've got some eucalyptus over there, which I'm super excited to, I don't know, make some stuff out of.
Yeah.
So, and then I bought like, oh my God, like a bajillion packets of seeds of just a couple different flowers and vegetables, whatever. And we made like a plan about like where we want to take this whole thing, essentially, long story short, just starting with like some farmers markets and shit like that to sell all this stuff I'm gonna grow.
Yeah.
Super
That's-
excited. But it's
I'm
like
super
way more
excited for
involved
you.
than I thought. I was looking at a farmer's market and you gotta like register with the state and like all this stuff. Oh my god, so funny. The funky gunk Ghostbusters nut. Yep. So that's pretty much what's been going on with me. I've just been oh yeah, look at that oil candle. Really hyper focused on that. I do that sometimes. But I'm kind of at a standstill because I got to repot these. I got to propagate and repot those. So, but they need time to like hang out in this like new
Mhm.
environment before you really shock them to death. But that's kind of neither here nor there. And again, I wish I could take you over there, but my computer's plugged in. So the Zen office seems to be following me. So I think I've just told you before that like my office tends to be like the venting place.
Yeah.
Apparently, like I just attract people who just need to like take some time out, and people always wind up in our office. And
Mhm.
so it was actually the captain that works with me that was like, man, I was like, we need some like puppies in here or something to balance out this energy. Like we need some joy in here. So we started laughing and he was like, Dr. Reisinger and Dr. Mayed will now be seeing patients. So I bought a Zen garden and I bought I bought something else. Can't remember now. Oh, some essential oils for a diffuser. His wife has a diffuser. And then they wanted a koi fish pond. So people just started making a list of stuff that like they wanted in the office, right? Now I kind of went a little crazy. So no koi fish pond, but I bought a beta fish.
Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna show you because we lost her. Oh, I hope she can come back. I hope she finds her way. We'll give her a couple of minutes here to see if she can. Oh, something's happening. You're back.
I'm back. I don't know what happened. I just got like dropped out for absolutely no reason.
So I'm just gonna go grab him real quick because you guys have to see this because I've been going crazy. And don't judge me because I realize that betas are not technically supposed to live in fish bowls, but I think he'll be fine because this is just too cute. Hold on.
All right. I'm super excited. I love betas. I also like the neon fish. Like betas are like the Japanese fighting fish, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yes. Oh my god, he's so pretty.
Hang on. I'm gonna show you something. It's super heavy. Hold on one second.
Oh, please don't spill it.
Because you have to see if you can read his little message.
Dream, laugh. I can't. Oh, hold on. Trust. Baxter's little bubble was in my way.
So that is Dr. Hamilton, Half Moon.
I love him, but why aren't they supposed to be in fish bowls? I've always had him in a fish bowl.
So I don't know. You read a bunch of stuff because a lot of it is that's why my husband was like, "You're overthinking this. Just stick him in a bowl." And I was like, "All right, man, we'll stick him in a bowl." I bought some bamboo, lucky bamboo to put in office too. And originally what I wanted to do was stick him in with the bamboo. But by the time, I bought too short of a bamboo, so I gotta wait till it grows. But I don't know. I was doing a bunch of research and it's like it's a tropical fish and it needs a heater and a water filter and all this stuff to really prolong his life. And I was like, that's not cool. And I gotta plug it in and like
I've never seen, and even when you go and buy them from like PetSmart, they're sitting in like a little
cup.
plastic. Yeah, like
Yeah. So I was like, literally everything like I Googled says your beta needs to be in a tank with a heater and a water filter. But I was like, we're going to wing it.
Yeah.
So I have to figure out how to get him to work. But I figured
I was just going to ask how you're going to get him to work.
My plan is to put him back in the little cup I bought him in because by the time I go back to work on Tuesday, his tank is
Mhm.
about going to need to be cleaned out because it says you should clean it every like 4 to 5 days. So
Yeah.
I figure I'll just dump the water out and then I'll put him in a travel cup. But oh my God, it was so funny. So my sister and I were running around buying like plants and all this stuff. It was like 45 out, but he's supposed to be in like 75-degree water. So I'm
Mhm.
like, I can't leave him in the car. He'll die. So we had a few more stops to make. So we're like in Lowe's and like another farm store carrying around this fucking fish. And I was like, come on, Hamilton, we're going on an adventure.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I wish I could have seen that.
So that's the third therapist that's going to be joining our office. I don't even know if I'm technically allowed to have fish in the office, but he's coming anyway.
Fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? Oh my God, that's so funny. That's something I have to get a video of. I wish I would have done it while we were staying in the hotel. But the way Sheldon prances through hotels, like he fucking he struts like going down the hallway, and then when he goes down the stairs, I don't know why, but it is the funniest fucking thing when he goes down the stairs. It's just like he just like struts going down the stairs. It's fucking hilarious. I've got to get a picture of it, but yeah, he had a good time. Like that's the one thing that kind of sucks, and I think I'm definitely leaning towards a van because I don't remember if we talked about this, but initially I was thinking either a van or I just build something in my car because, like,
Mhm.
honestly, like this is nice. Like the way I have it set up now, but if I have it like built and have like a little shelf system so that Sheldon doesn't get into things, you know what I mean? Like, I think I can make the SUV work, but I'm leaning more towards a van. Um,
Where is Sheldon?
oh, he's
Knocked out.
knocked out. I don't know where I was going with this.
The van. And like you were like you're set up in your car, but
Yeah, so like that's the one thing that kind of sucks is Sheldon, and I think that this trip is making it worse. His separation anxiety. Like it is so hard for me to do anything without him. So like if I go to the bathroom, he'll like fucking freak out. I went to dinner like and I thought I was going to get the cops called on me because people were like surrounding the car and I'm just like he's fucking fine. It's 45 degrees, the windows are cracked. Like he's fine, you know? Oh my God, Youper. Super Youpa. But yeah, so like he fucking panics. So when we stayed in the hotel, I'm like, I want to go gamble. Like I want to go do some Vegas things because
Right.
you're not supposed to have the dogs in the casinos. Nope, this dude was fucking howling in the room, charging the door, and I'm like, well, I can't fucking do that. So here's last night's fucking adventure in the fucking hotel was a fucking adventure. So they have like these, it's super technological advanced, I guess, but they have their little tablets and you can order room service because I can't go without my dog. So I'm like, we're gonna, you know what, we're gonna be bougie and we're gonna order room service. So I ordered a chicken quesadilla, some French fries, and a fucking cheesecake. And I'm like super excited. I'm like getting ready to take a shower. So I finished my order and it said that the timer at the bottom is just an approximation or whatever. I didn't see a timer at the bottom. So I'm like, what the fuck? And the tablet was being like really laggy anyways. So then I was like, oh, fuck it. I put it back on the charger, went to the bathroom. I come back. There's a notification that says there's something that was wrong or something went wrong with your order. Please call this number. So I'm like, fuck. So I called the number and they're like, it's the room service or whatever. It's like, our hours are from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Please call back. And I'm like, the fuck? And at this point, it's like 4 o'clock. So I'm like, okay, well, that's really weird that they have it closed at 2 p.m. and give me the option to order room service on this fucking tablet. But okay. So I order some to-go food from the hotel across the street. Pack up Sheldon. We fucking strut across the street to the other fucking hotel, pick up my food, come back. Room service delivered my food. I had $80 worth of food in my hotel room.
Oh
I had
gosh.
pizza, tater tots, French fries, quesadillas, a fucking cheesecake, and a pop. And I was like, I'm like, what am I going to do with all this food? Like, I had so much food. I ate a good majority of it because, like, I showered, crashed early, woke up at midnight for some reason. I don't fucking know why, but woke up at midnight, wide awake, and then eat some more. We go for a little walk, and then go to sleep. Wake up 7 o'clock this morning. My sleep schedule is really fucked up. Like, it really is. But so then we go and we're like walking around. I'm trying to take advantage of like staying in the hotel, but I'm like, I really want to fucking just gamble. Like, I have $10. Like, let me just fucking gamble these $10. So then I was like, you know what, fuck it. So I went over to the Aria, whatever it is, because the Vidara doesn't have a casino. You have to walk across the street. So we go over there. I get my little MGM rewards card. And then I was like, I'm just going to, with Sheldon, I don't give a fuck. Like, if they tell me to go away, then I'll fucking go. Like, no big deal. Sat there. I turned $10 into 100. I was like, fuck yeah.
Yay!
Off like two spins. Now, I should have just cashed out at 100, but I cashed out at 80. So still $10 into $80, like, you know, still a profit. But I think people don't really, like, everyone loved Sheldon. Like, they're like so happy because he's such a happy dog.
Yeah.
And because his vest is red, I think they think he's a service dog. So I think that's why I've been able to like get away with, like, because you're not supposed to have dogs in the casino. But he was just laying there. Like, I have to post a picture. I have to post a picture on my Instagram of him laying there. I don't remember. But he just laid on the floor and was like chilling. But yeah, so that was my hotel adventure, and then now here I am debating on what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm getting coffee with my old sergeant major, like from a long, long time ago. So I'm getting coffee with him tomorrow, and then my cousin, I think I already said this, but she's coming into town with my other cousin who already lives here. So we're gonna figure out something, and I'll probably like leave Vegas either tomorrow afternoon or Saturday morning. I just gotta figure out where I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
You know, I want to get him registered, especially if I'm going to do the van life thing. Like, I do want to get him, like, because I can definitely get a fucking psychiatrist to sign off on the fact that Jen has really high fucking anxiety and other fucking mental issues, so she needs a service dog. So I think I could definitely get someone to sign off on that. I'm definitely not TikTok famous. Definitely not TikTok famous, but yeah, I think I'm definitely leaning towards doing this van life thing.
Okay. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
The last time we talked to you were in freaking Florida. So can you recap?
Oh shit. Yeah, okay. Man, it's been that long. I've made some fucking put in some miles.
When I saw that you were in Nevada, I was like, holy crap, what are you, like, find like wormholes or something? Like,
no, like I literally, so I made after the first 2 days of driving, really the first one, because I think I did like 14 hours that first day, something like that. I made a deal with myself that I'm not going to do more than 6 hours in a day. Now I did kind of push it on a couple of days, but I've been sticking to that. So wherever I end up after like 6 hours, but the way I've been planning it, it's just been working out. So I left Florida because the ice storm passed, and I'm like, all right, so I can either go back, I can start making my way north, and one of the stops, like the 6 hours away, was the Arkansas Hot Springs. And that's one of the things on my map or my fucking itinerary. But it was fucking cold. And like more cold was coming in. So I'm like, I guess I got to stay south. And I'm like, you know what? Fucking New Orleans isn't that far. So we'll go to New Orleans. Get there. Now I'm a little disappointed in myself with the whole New Orleans trip because I was being a scared little bitch. And I think we talked on the phone about this. Because I think we've definitely talked on the phone since Florida, haven't we? No, who did I talk to about this? I know I went live on TikTok and talked about this, but anyways, I was being a scared little bitch, and so we got into New Orleans. They had a restaurant that allowed dogs. They even had a dog menu, so Sheldon got to go into the restaurant with me, and then I'm like, okay, now where do I want to stay? Because like I really wanted to do the ghost tours. Like I really wanted to. We were gonna do it after dinner, but the fucking temperature dropped. And I'm like, so we can just do it maybe tomorrow, and then I'll head up to Shreveport. I went to a Walmart. The Walmart looked nice. And listen, I know like there's certain clientele, whatever, but the Walmart I ended up at, the Walmart was nice, and there was a police station literally right next to it. Like I was surrounded with police cars. So I felt pretty safe. So I was good until the same crackhead fucking walked by like 3 fucking times. And so I'm like, I don't feel safe here. So we got back on the road, and we ended up just outside Baton Rouge, stayed at a Home Depot. And then after that, the next morning, got up to Shreveport. That we went to a dog park up there, and that was like the best dog park I think I've ever been to. It was so fucking nice, and it's like right on the water. They have like a little pond there, like dogs running in and out of the water. Of course, Sheldon decides to fucking run in and out of the water, and then fucking get on his back and wiggle around, fucking jerk. But so we went to the dog park for a little bit, and then I went and got me some gumbo and fucking just all kinds of different seafood that was recommended to me from this one restaurant. I'm sorry, I'm missing out on like the
They
thing.
said they didn't notice you went live on TikTok, and he said it was probably on your super secret TikTok.
Yeah, no, I'm not on my main TikTok account anymore. I'm on my not generator, my smaller TikTok account, because there's just too much negativity surrounding my big account. So not generator is the TikTok account that I've been going live on. But anyway, so Shreveport, went to this place called Orlando's, got some authentic fucking Cajun food. It was good. It was just so much. It was way too much food, and I felt bad because like I don't like throwing away food, but like it was fucking too much, and I'm very limited on my capabilities of reheating food, so end up throwing it away. So we went back to the dog park and hung out there, and then I actually stayed the night there because like it was like on iOverlander, people will stay there. It wasn't too bad. Once I think probably about 10 o'clock hit, because people kept coming into the parking lot doing donuts, speeding like a racetrack, and then fucking leaving. It was super fucking weird, but whatever. But after that, it was super quiet. After Shreveport, we headed up to Oklahoma, and we finally got back on track. That was like my first official stop, was the Red Rock Canyons in Oklahoma. We only camped there for one night because I got to, after Florida, I realized I'm like, I can't sit here and keep paying for campgrounds. Like that's going to defeat the purpose of all of this if I have to keep paying to sleep in places. So that was actually, I think, the last place that I actually pulled the tent out and camped in. And I think we were only there for one night. And then we went hiking. So we finally got to do, some actual hiking outside of like walking a fucking paved path in fucking Florida.
Right.
So it was a good hike. I got a little turned around, and I was kind of scared for a moment because I thought I was like lost on top of this canyon and didn't know how to fucking get down to where my car was, because we had climbed up and then walked around and then got fucking lost. Of course, like I had lost service for a minute, but then I got back into service and was able to pull up the map on all trails. So I got myself back on track. But yeah, that was a little scary for a little bit. After Oklahoma, we hit Amarillo, Texas. I stayed there for a couple nights. Got refreshed, showered, did some laundry, and then we went to the Palo Duro Canyon. And oh my God, that was fucking like magical. It was a really long hike. I can't remember I think it was like maybe 4 or 5 miles total, maybe 6. I don't remember. It was a little up there for like a first, or I guess our second hike.
Yeah.
It was pretty long. But so I was doing this. It was the Lighthouse Trail, and you could see the Lighthouse Rock like off at a distance. It was fucking far, and I was like, we got this. So the closer we get, and I'm like, honestly, the trail so far is not bad. Like there's some up, but it's not bad at all until we get pretty much right underneath the lighthouse. And I'm like, I don't know if we can do this. This is Sheldon's like first real experience of hiking or his second hike ever. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, well, let's follow this trail and see where it goes. And I ran into a couple, and she was like, where's the main trail? And I'm like, just back where it's right there. And I'm like, how bad is it? And she's like, oh, if we can do it, you can do it. I'm like, I'm not very well in shape, and I have this little guy with me. But I'm like, okay, yeah, no, we were fucking rock climbing
Oh,
to get to
geez.
the fucking top. So then, but we get up there, and it gets back onto a trail, come around, and we're right up underneath the lighthouse thing now. And I'm like, should I climb up even more? Because I know like you can go up more. And I'm like, I'm burnt out, and I still have to walk back. Like, I don't know if I should, but something told me, fucking go do it. So I'm like, all right, fine. I am so fucking glad I did it, because when you climb up, right up underneath, like right where that lighthouse rock is, there's like I guess like a rock bridge or something, and you get like the whole panoramic view of the fucking canyon. And it
Very
was just like,
cool.
as soon as I got up there, I was like, wow! Like, thank God I was up there by myself, because I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. But yeah, it was 100% worth it. So then we stayed in Amarillo. Like, I went to the campgrounds fucking shower, and like I wasn't supposed to, but showered again because I'm like fucking hot and sweaty. I filled up on water there, and after I showered, like I filled up on water at a different point. Then I showered, and as I'm like freshening up, there's a sign that says, due to unforeseen circumstances, you need to make sure you boil your water, blah, 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 whatever. And I'm like, motherfucker. Like, I just filled up 2-gallon jugs for fucking, like, our water. So I ended up going to Target. Like, I dumped that water, threw those out, and then went and got, like, 2 new gallons of fucking water. But, yeah, after I'm, like, when I left Target, I'm like, is that snow? Like, is it snowing? It's too warm. Why is it snowing? I'm like, that can't be snow. So I'm like, whatever. So I go back to Cracker Barrel, because that's where I stayed in Amarillo, was Cracker Barrel. And I had the roof open, and I'm like, that's fucking snow. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why is it snowing right now? So I'm like, it's fine. I'm leaving tomorrow to go to New Mexico. Oh my God. So we go to New Mexico, and I'm driving. I get in there, and I'm like, now technically I'm in the desert at this point. As soon as I cross into New Mexico, I'm like, is that snow on the ground, or is that sand? And I'm like, nah, that's got to be like white sand, because I've been to White Sands, like the missile, whatever the fuck it's called, for the Bataan Death March. I'm like, that's got to be sand. But I keep driving, and I'm like, no, like it's on the trees. That's snow. And I'm like, for like an hour or two, I'm like arguing with myself, like, no, it's snow. No, it's sand. It's just really weird. Like, it's weird here. Well, I ended up pulling off somewhere. It was fucking snow. And I was like, what the fuck? So I get to the spot where I was going to do some hiking. And I'm like, it's fucking cold here. Like, why is it cold in the desert? I don't understand. So I'm like, whatever. We're just going to go to this spot and do some dispersed camping. There's a national forest there. I can't remember the name of it. So I'm following the GPS. As soon as I pull into the fucking forest, I lose my cell service. And I'm like,
oh no,
it's fine. I don't fucking need my cell service. Like, it's fine. And then I go down the road, and the road that I need to take to go further into the forest to get to the dispersed camping, fucking snow all down the road. And I'm like, okay, so I see tire tracks. Marilyn, we got this. My car's name is Marilyn Murano, in case you guys
cute.
didn't know. But anyways, I was like, Marilyn, we got this. We were doing really good. We got probably 100 meters away from where this camping spot was supposed to be, and it turned into an incline. And Marilyn goes up, and then she said, yeah, no, start sliding backwards. I was like,
oh no,
what do I do? So I'm like, am I gonna get stuck? Like, I got so scared. I'm like, I'm gonna get fucking stuck. Like, I'm actually really disappointed in my SUV right now that you can't even handle like this. It's not even that much snow. Like, what the fuck? So I'm like, okay, fuck it. So I found a spot to back up. Like, I slid backing up and said, like, this spot, thank God there's like open area. And then we turned around and we went back. So then I was like, I don't fucking
And
know where
this
to
was
stay
near
right now.
Flagstaff?
No, this is New Mexico. We
Oh.
weren't even in Arizona yet. So then I ended up staying at a fucking casino parking lot for the night and didn't really do much in New Mexico. So I don't know if I technically should have scratched New Mexico off my map, but I did it anyways because I stayed the night there and technically I did the Bataan Death March there. So New Mexico's marked off. So yeah, I honestly thought Maryland wasn't all-wheel drive, but apparently she's not. So super disappointed in her. But yeah, then we moved on to Arizona. We saw the we did the Cadillac Ranch in Amarillo, and then in Arizona we went to do the Twin Arrows, which it's not Twin Arrows anymore because one of the arrows is broken and on the ground. But then we went to Flagstaff. We didn't really do anything up there, and I was like, I was gonna stay. I found there's another like forest, and I'm driving through, and like there's pull-off points. Like it's all BLM in that area where I was at, and that's Bureau of Land Management, you guys, not fucking Black Lives Matter, Bureau of Land Management. So it was all BLM area, and there's pull-offs down this fucking dirt road. Well, the pull-offs, it's all fucking snow, and I'm like, fuck my life, man. So I'm just trying to find a decent, flat, flat-ish area for Maryland to make it up because we already learned our lesson in fucking New Mexico. So I found a spot and I was like, oh, this might work. Get up there. Nope, not happening. I was like, fuck. So I turn around. I got stuck for like a good fucking 5 minutes. And I'm like, what do I do? What do I fucking do? So I'm like rocking it. I finally got rocked back and forth and got out of there. And I was like, well, shit. I'm like, well, I can't stay up here. It's too fucking cold. Let me see what fucking the weather in Sedona is like. So I go head to Sedona, and that's when I sent you the picture of like in the forest with looking like fucking Washington because it was snowy. But I'm telling you, that road that I took to Sedona was fucking magical. Like I wish I could have been just the passenger, so I could have actually like looked and like took it all in, because like the mountains, the rock formations, the trees, it was beautiful. Like it was such an amazing drive to get there. And then get to Sedona, it's nice and sunny, and we find this awesome spot. And I stayed there. That's the longest place I stayed there the longest out of all the places. I think I stayed there for like 3 or 4 nights.
Oh wow.
And I found like there's a good spot that's it's like there's a lot of trails off of it, but a lot of overnight camping happens there. So that's where I'd stayed, and it was just perfect, like panoramic view almost of like I think it's like called Big Bear Mountain, and then like just the scenery. Like it was just amazing. So then every morning we get up, we had like a little morning routine where like get ready for the day, feed him, feed myself, let our food settle, and then go do a hike. And so we did a few hikes there. My favorite one was the Devil's Bridge. It was a lot of rock climbing again, but Sheldon had gotten better at it because prior to us doing the Devil's Bridge was the Snoopy Rock or whatever the fuck, but we couldn't get up to Snoopy Rock because it was literally fucking rock climbing. And the guy like I ran into, he's like, no, you just follow this, like it's kind of pathed out, like you guys can make it, like you'll be fine. Excuse you, Sheldon. So we start going up there, and I think I fucked it up because we're literally rock climbing, and it's getting really dangerous at this point because Sheldon, he's obviously tethered to me because I wear my Camelback and I have him on a D-ring, but I'm like still grabbing like his harness and like helping him in places. And we get to one spot, and I'm like, I can't go up any further, like with him, and now we got to fucking go down. So like this is really sketchy. And so like I'm literally like trying to pretty much carry him down because a few times he would jump too far and he'd pull me and my feet would go like start to go.
Right.
So I'm like, we didn't make it up to the Snoopy Rock, but the Devil's Bridge we made it up to, and some nice ladies took our picture for us, and so we had that. This is the funniest part. I feel like I'm fucking rambling. I'm sorry. But the funniest part about it was because there was, when you got up higher, there was an ice waterfall, and then there was like some spots where there had patches of ice, but it wasn't cold at all. Like, it was really fucking nice that day. So Sheldon likes to get on his back, and he just does this little wiggle thing. He loves to do it. After we do the bridge, we're coming back, and the one patch of fucking ice that's up there, he decides to do that. And he starts fucking sliding down. And now you got to understand that we're up there, and like, Devil's Bridge is called Devil's Bridge for a fucking reason, because it's a straight fucking drop down. Like, you're gonna die. So he starts sliding down, and his eyes are like, I'm like, I wish I would have had like a camera on him, because the look on his face was so fucking funny. Like, oh my god, I fucking lost it. But obviously, like, I had him. He wasn't going anywhere. But yeah, so that was I think that was our last day. And then we stayed the night, one more night, and then headed to Joshua Tree the next day because winter advisory. And then I think we're all caught up there. Now I'm in Vegas. So
that's amazing, friend.
Yeah, that's the roll up.
So, fun fact that I found, is about me a Farmer's Almanac. The reason that it's eerily cold is because we're in like a sun phase 25, and so it'll last until 2024. So just where we are in relation to the sun, I guess. And I'll have to do more on what that means. But it did say, because we're in this phase, that it's going to be just generally like cold across the entire world. So you just kind of picked a not warm time to go on a trip.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, so I was talking to a friend earlier today, and I said, now I've been to Vegas before, but every time I've been to Vegas, it was either spring or the end of summer. Because I've been here like 3 or 4 times out, like not including this trip. And so I've never been here like during like the winter time.
Sure.
And same thing with like the rest of like other places, like I've been like Arizona and New Mexico, never in the winter time. Your whole perception of the desert is fucking gone. Like, that's how this trip has been. Completely gone. Like, you think the desert, it's hot during the day, cold at night. No. Why is it that I get to the desert and that's the first time I fucking see snow? Is when I get to the desert. It's so fucking weird. It's crazy.
Yeah, so he's saying that the sun phase has been since July of 2019. And then there was another comment about from Uper about how they're unusually warm here. And actually, we've had some unusually warm weather. It's been very spring-like here. Like high 50 or low 50s, high 40s. Today, we got some kind of nasty weather, a little bit of like freezing rain, snow mix. And the high was like 25, but like tomorrow it's going to be 50.
Yeah, I did see that there is a warm front that has hit through like most of that area. And I think that's why Tennessee is like, they're dealing with bad. Like, I'm like kind of worried about my house because they're under like a tornado fucking watch last time I saw. Like, so there's that going on. But oh, you haven't been to Vegas since 2019.
Yeah, it's not my ad. I didn't read that.
That's all right. The last time I came to Vegas was 2018. It was right before. No, it would have been right after we got Sheldon. Because I got him in March, and then we went on the trip in April. Anyways, not that fucking matters. But yeah, so there's like this weird warm front that's coming through. But here in a couple days, and that's why I'm like really hesitant. I don't know what my next move is. Like, honestly, I think I'm just gonna hit southern Arizona. And then start making my way east from there. Because the Grand Canyon, I was initially going to go to the Grand Canyon after Sedona, but they got covered with snow. And then, like, obviously, like, a fucking winter storm was coming in, fucking Arizona. Like, it's so stupid. So I was going to hit the Grand Canyon on the way back. I mean, I've been to the Grand Canyon before, but, like, I now have the passport book, which I bought way too late. I bought it at Joshua Tree after I've already been through all these other states and national parks. I bought it at National Tree or Joshua Tree so I want to go back through and start and get my stamps. Like, that's what I want. I want my stamps. But yeah, so I don't know. The Grand Canyon might have to wait. Well, I just got to play it by ear at this point because initially
Well,
it was going to
again,
be.
like you're looking at maybe doing some van lifing, so like
Mhm.
it's fine.
Yeah,
You
I
got
mean,
that.
I'm not stressed about it. Like, I think I've pretty much eased up as far as it goes with like the itinerary and stuff. Considering like the whole beginning of the trip was like not planned at all. Same with like, well, yeah, the whole beginning of the trip.
You just have to
Well,
make sure your van has all-wheel drive so the snow doesn't stop
yeah,
you.
yeah, that's the big one because like I was thinking like initially I think like I'm gonna go south because by the time like obviously when it's summertime it's gonna be over. By the time I start like actually doing van life and I'm officially retired, like it's gonna be going into winter, so I'll just go south. But part of me also wants to hit like Colorado and Utah during that time because I want to go snowboarding. And like that's why I'm like leaning more towards the van because I'll be able to set up the van to where Sheldon can be in there and peacefully, not fucking screaming at the top of his lungs, turning on my hazard lights, fucking up in the windshield type shit. So I think he'll be more comfortable in a fucking van. Get a Unimog and put a container on the back for the camper. What? I don't know what that is.
I don't
What's a
either.
Unimog? Did he say Yosemite and Giant I almost went to the Giant Redwoods. I wasn't going to go as far north to Yosemite, but I did almost go to it's like the Sequoia, I think it's like Sequoia National Park or something like that. I didn't realize how many national parks are in California.
Oh yeah.
But so I was initially I was thinking I was like, well, I could just ride the West Coast up because I was even thinking about going to Seattle because go to Pike's Place and get a fucking smoked salmon, like hell yeah,
Yeah.
you know. But I'm like, it's too fucking cold, so I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna continue. Like I'm just gonna head back east, and by the time I get back, hopefully I have fucking orders so I can get my shit picked up. Is an all-terrain vehicle used in the military or used to be used. I've never heard of a Unimog. What is the military term for it? That's 1.5 for me. Damn it, you better reach out. Oh, when I go to Seattle or Yosemite. But I will definitely reach out. Fuck if I know. See, now I'm gonna have to look up a Unimog after.
It's happening right now.
Oh, okay. If it's like a 4x4 or side by side, but like that it was never like the Redwoods. Yeah, definitely. Listen, so especially now that I have this passport book,
So go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I'm definitely gonna hit like that's gonna be the goal is to hit up all the national parks and get all the stamps. All right, what's a Unimog?
So when I type in Unimog, it comes up as a Mercedes brand.
So okay, so
It kind of looks like a deuce and a half.
yeah.
But a Unimog is like
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, no, I don't want nothing that big. Like a van is as big as I want to go. Fucking LMTV. Like I don't want a fucking LMTV. For one, I know how LMTVs
But
are.
look how steep it goes. You could go anywhere you wanted.
Yeah, but like now let's add some snow and ice because that fucking LMTV, fuck that, man. We did some
And then talk about
damage.
gas mileage.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Oh man, gas is too expensive. Yeah. Honestly, gas really hasn't been that bad. I think here in Vegas, obviously I've paid the most in gas. I think it was like $4.35. The most expensive was I was actually really shocked to see this because I hadn't seen it this whole time. It was $6. And the only reason why it was like six something was because it was in the Mojave in literally the middle of the fucking desert.
right.
So like that made sense.
Right.
But other than that, gas has on an average been $3.15 to $3.30.
Not bad.
That's cheap.
Yeah.
What is it? what is gas where you're at? Just ugly people, yeah. Yeah, California is actually really fucking beautiful. It really is.
That's amazing, friend.
Yeah. It's been good. Like I said, definitely dealing with like some personal struggles, but you know, it's expected when you're spending a lot of alone time.
But that's
So,
kind of the point, is to like
yeah,
take advantage and like work through all that stuff and
yeah,
self-discover.
yeah, yeah,
Like that's the whole point.
yeah. But I definitely think that this is definitely a lifestyle that I can do. Like I said, with even with my setup how it is, like I fucking love it. Like as much as I enjoyed being in the hotel last night and like being in a king size bed and not having Sheldon right literally on fucking top of me, part of me was like, I miss my car. Like,
Aw,
it's like my safe
yeah.
space.
Sure,
But
sure. Well, it's personalized, you know?
yeah, yeah. And I really think that like I could honestly build something in here to like be sustaining, like get rid of the seats and then build like an actual bed and then just build like a small shelving system. Like I don't even need anything big because like listen, I've been wearing like I wore the same shit for a couple days and then when I'm like, you know what, I think I've had enough of this one, like let me fucking change it out. You know what I mean? Obviously I change undergarments.
Unders.
Yeah, obviously I change that as needed. And like if I don't shower, I do baby wipe it up, so I am staying clean. And I do laundry at least once a week, I think. I
Yeah,
think it's been at least once a week I've been doing laundry. So I'm clean. It would be nice to have just a little bit more space to my left and right on the
sure.
bed,
Yeah.
just mainly because of Sheldon. So if I had a small shelf system like on one side or the other, I think it would be perfect in here. But I think the van is the way I need to go.
Only because it's just like a little bit bigger, and I think it'll give you space and options.
Yeah. Especially if I'm planning on doing this for like cuz I have 2 years stuck in my head. Like let me do it for 2 years and then I can go back to being an adult and get a regular job and whatever.
Overrated.
Maybe. Yeah, it
I'm
is
trying to be a
overrated.
farmer, so
Yeah. Maybe maybe not like not a normal job like whatever, like something I obviously feel passionate
right,
about,
but I know what you mean.
but yeah, I was thinking like I'll do it for 2 years. So if I do it for 2 years, then I think a van I would definitely be happier in with just it's literally a fucking tiny home on
Yeah,
wheels. So I think I would be much happier in a van. And then
down
just
by
like
the
maybe put
river.
my down by the river or the ocean or the mountains. But yeah.
Awesome, friend.
Yeah.
Well, this has just been, I'm sure, nerve-wracking, like you said, to be in certain situations and or locations, where
Mhm.
you're kind of like, "Ooh, this is a little outside of my comfort zone to be here alone."
Yeah.
Um, but like you're doing it, friend. You're freaking doing it. How's your
Yeah.
journaling going?
Um I honestly have been doing really really good until I got here in Vegas.
Sin City.
Yeah.
It'll do it.
Yeah, Sin City. But I mean, I've been doing pretty good. Like there was a couple times like I missed a day. Like there was one day in Sedona I did not fucking feel good. Like I woke up and I'm like, "Oh no." Like this and that was one of those moments where I'm like, "Why the fuck am I out here?" Cuz I didn't feel good. I just wanted to be in a bed and like whatever in a normal house. And
Yeah.
like it was definitely like hard on me mentally. But I took a nap, woke up, and then we ended up going on a hike that day. Or did we go on a hike? No, I think we tried to go on a hike, but because it was the weekend, the fucking parking lots were closed because they want you to use their fucking shuttles or whatever.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, so I don't think we really did much that day. But I did end up feeling better. But yeah, it's I'm doing a lot better than what I used to when it comes to the journaling. So I am pretty proud of myself. And I haven't read the book since Sedona, but I'm kind of far in it. I probably should read it more. Once I get the fuck out of Sin City, I think I'll be fine. Once I'm like back with nature and not like in a city, I think I'll be fine.
Well, you pulled that card, so
Yeah, that's definitely a sign. Like I need to leave here, I need to leave here by Saturday, like for sure. So hopefully my cousins want to do like a quick bite somewhere where people aren't going to surround my car and want to call the cops because my dog's fucking in the car with 45-degree weather and the windows open. Fucking Karens. But yeah, so hopefully they'll want to do something early so I can like start making my way out of fucking Vegas.
yeah.
As much as I love it here, like I do love Vegas, but like I need to get back to nature.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Such an adventure.
It is. It has definitely been a great adventure, but
And that's like
I'll stop.
super freeing. Like that's just awesome.
Yeah. And that's something what my friend had asked me earlier. She was like, why did you decide to do this? Like just travel. I said, because I've been restricted for 20 fucking years. And like this is my first taste of freedom, and I figure like this is going to be like
Why not?
just a good like dose of freedom is to just travel and do things on my own fucking terms. And it's been fucking wonderful. I didn't realize you guys could see Sheldon's little feet.
Beans.
He's fucking racked out. He hasn't even done anything. Like we haven't hiked in days. Like he's so lazy. I think he just hasn't been. Honestly, he hasn't been sleeping good because before the hotel, dude was fucking cranky. Like he was getting really cranky.
He was probably feeling the same, energy that you were feeling. Like, hey, you know what? I think I just like need a bed.
Yeah.
So.
But I'm proud. I'm proud that we like it almost. It was 2.5 weeks before I checked into a hotel, so I'm pretty proud of that.
Yeah.
And honestly, I could have just kept going, but I just felt like we're in Vegas and I just wanted to treat us.
Yeah.
Treat ourselves. So
again, it's just going with the flow and what you feel like, and no restrictions.
No restrictions. But yeah, I'll stop rambling. I know it's getting late there. It's kind of weird being the other way around.
I know, right?
It's so weird.
And it's like a huge gap because normally it's only an hour.
Yeah, like that's why that's why I had to ask you what time, because I'm like, I've switched time zones so much. I'm like, I don't fucking know what time it is on the East Coast right now.
You're a time traveler.
Yeah, I am a time traveler. But yeah, so I know you got to get off here, but I'm really glad that, I got to talk you guys' ear off and tell you about, catch you up since fucking Florida. That's crazy. I didn't even realize, like, since Florida. God, it feels like that was like a month ago.
I know.
And I know but it hasn't. We only skipped 1 week.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Time works different when you're free.
It really does. It's amazing.
Yeah.
How much longer do you have until you're back, or have to be back?
So I had planned to be back in New York no later than I think the 20th of March. Because that was going to give me time to do things prior to the movers and then after the movers, and then obviously get my fucking gift and all that shit.
20th of March?
Yeah, because I got to be back on the 30th. I have to be back to New York on the 30th because fucking
whatever.
Politics.
Right.
And also they have my gift and my award, whatever, which that ended up working out anyways. But I wanted to back it up a little bit because, like I said, if I get my orders, like my stuff's going to get moved. But either way, my stuff has to get moved. So I might end up having to be back on like the 15th, because if I don't have orders by the beginning of like the first week of March, then I'm going to have to call and like get movers and a storage unit, because I can't pay for movers to move my stuff from New York to Ohio, because I will not get reimbursed for it because I'm technically not on orders. So I got a lot of stuff to figure out when it gets closer. I'm trying not to stress about it now because, like,
for sure, yeah. Why?
Yeah, but it is. I mean, there is no point to get stressed out about it because it's literally out of my control. But it's fucking frustrating. Sure. It is so frustrating right now. Like, I should have had my orders back in January, and here we are, like halfway through February, and I still have no orders.
Yeah.
So but yeah, I'm obviously now making my way back east, so I'll probably. It took me 2.5 weeks to get here to like the, I guess, Joshua Tree is technically the turnaround point.
It feels so like it's been so long, but it also feels like you made it there in no time flat. So it's like a
Yeah.
weird
It's
concept
it
for
is
me as well.
it is really fucking weird because like it seriously feels way longer than just a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Like because I've done so much, I've seen so much, but then there's times where I don't fucking do anything at all. I just like today I just laid here in my car because I was kind of sad that I left the hotel, but I'm like I'm fucking tired, so I'm just gonna lay here, and I'm restricted with Sheldon. Like there's only so much we can do, and I really didn't feel like going to the dog park because it's fucking chilly and windy. So I'm like, you're just gonna chill in the car with me. We're just gonna lay here. It's fine. Like no big deal. But yeah, it's been a real crazy like concept of time, and I keep forgetting what the days are type of thing. So
Because who cares?
yeah, who cares? But
Today.
yeah, like I said, I'm starting to head back east. I think I'll be back in Ohio probably the end of the month, beginning of March, and then recuperate, spend some time with my family. Not like they're not gonna fucking see me because I'm coming right back, but
Yeah.
trying to. I was my cousin was gonna go with me to New York to like, see the gift giving or whatever, and then help me out. But there's tragedy that fucking just happened.
Mm.
So now I don't know. I fucking forgot to text her. And I feel like an asshole. God damn it, I'm such an asshole. I need to text her.
You need to
Um,
stop saying that. You're killing me,
what?
friend. You're not an
What?
asshole. You forgot. You're doing your own thing. It's
I
okay.
know. Yeah.
It's
I
okay.
just I just feel bad because like it's pretty traumatic. Her
What's
uncle was
going
shot and
on?
killed.
Sucks.
Yeah. There's a lot of wild shit going on. I had no idea because I
Also,
don't
be
watch the
careful
news.
because I heard there's like a train derailment that happened in Ohio.
Yeah, in East Palestine. There's also a train derailment that happened in Michigan today,
Yeah.
apparently.
There was another one in
So
Texas, apparently, too.
a train derailment in Texas?
Yeah. Or a truck or something. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they were saying some gas line or something blew up or something out in California or so. I don't know what's fucking going on in the world right now, but this shit's crazy. This shit's wild right now. And I'm like my dad was telling me this that like a Black Hawk went down in Alabama, and he's like, yeah, like nosedived. I was like, what? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, I hadn't, because he was like, did you hear about it? I'm like, no, Dad, I don't watch the news. I'm like, I
No.
just found out yesterday that there's a train derailment in Ohio, and I don't know how long ago that happened. He's like, oh my God, turn the news on. I'm like, no.
I'd rather
But
not.
I was scrolling through social media. Yeah, that Black Hawk, it didn't fucking nosedive. That thing straight fell out of the sky. So I think the rotors must have like malfunctioned. I don't know, but like the way it fell like the fucking rotors were
Like
not
it
on.
just fell off. Like it just turned
Yeah,
off.
like it just turned off and they just fucking went down.
Apparently, there was a train derailment in Pennsylvania, too.
What the fuck?
Oh, actually, my daughter was telling me about that today.
What is going on with the trains?
I don't know. It's kind of weird. It happened after some Chinese spy balloons, but I'll leave that alone.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the balloons. That apparently there's been more, or now China's saying that we have spy balloons over China or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Shit's wild. Well, I didn't know about the one in Michigan. Now listen, I saw that on Facebook. So
No, my husband said it today. I think it happened very recently.
okay, yeah. So
He's
yeah,
a
maybe it.
news reader.
Yeah. I don't watch the news anymore. But yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy with the trains. Because like I don't know about the one in Pennsylvania or Texas, but I know the one in Michigan. It was like the same scenario. Fucking chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
So something sketchy is going on because I don't believe in coincidences.
Yeah, because there are none.
Yeah. About the trains, the infrastructure is trash. The braking system is like from the Civil War. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I did learn that it depends on the rail system because some of the rail systems are actually privately owned. So like this infrastructure bill that they wanted to pass and spend all these monies on the rail system, isn't necessarily going to be to fix the ones that are fucked up, because the ones that are fucked up are the privately owned ones.
Mm.
And they're not going to put government money towards the privately owned ones. But anyways.
Right. Getting way down some conspiracy rabbit holes on a
Yeah.
supposed to be spiritual channel.
Yeah, like let's stop with that. But anyways,
I love it. I'm proud of you. Don't be so hard on yourself, friend. You know, if you get a vibe and you don't feel comfortable, it's intuition. Just follow it. It probably kept you from getting mugged or beat up, or your dog lost or something terrible. So we're just glad that you're safe and doing you, and I don't know, embracing Jen and all that good fun stuff, and amazing.
Yeah.
But we are at the 1 hour mark. It is wicked late here. I love you. I'm glad we got to finally catch up, and I can't wait to hear more on Thursday.
Yeah, same, buddy.
So be safe, get some sleep. You can take your clothes back off now. And well, I mean, like once the camera's off, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you need anything, you know where to find me.
Likewise, buddy.
All right, good night. Bye, friends.
All right, bye, buddies.